horse business has financial difficulties, they generally fall into two categories: profitability problems and cash flow problems. Since cash flow and profitability are interconnected, and since in both cases the business is struggling because it doesn't have enough money, it can be difficult to identify which one is causing more havoc. Typically, when someone is trying to figure out what's going on in their business, they tend to look at profit margins and profit and loss statements. The problem is that while these two pieces of information are essential for determining the health of your business, they aren't all there is to it. Cash flow is often the culprit. Let's take a look at a pretty common situation and see why cash flow can cause big problems for your business. Let's say you have 10 boarders and you charge $500 per month for stall board. Your overhead is $4,500, which means you make a 10% profit margin on your board. This month, because Betty Brenderhoff didn't pay you on time, you didn't have enough money to pay cash at the feed store. And so you charged the $500 feed bill on your credit card. Because you didn't pay cash, you missed out on the 2% discount that the feed store owner normally gives his cash customers, which has you a little miffed, but overall, you aren't worried. You've always viewed Betty as a great customer. She's a lot of fun to teach, and her horse is one of your favorites. You also know Betty has the money to pay your bill. So when you charge the feed on your credit card, you figured, no big deal, because you plan to pay it off as soon as Betty pays you. The problem is, Betty doesn't pay you until after your credit card bill is past due. Now, because of the late fee, you don't have enough money to pay your credit card bill in full, so you pay the minimum payment and the late fee. Let's look at where you stand. You're still waiting on Betty, who finally pays you about a week before her next board payment is due, which means she'll probably be late on the next month's board too. You've incurred a late fee of $35 on your credit card and will now owe roughly $10 in interest to your credit card company as well. These two things have reduced your profit margin on Betty's board to 1%. Oh, but wait, you also lost $10 by having to pay extra for the fee because you didn't get your cash discount. Betty's late payment didn't just lower your profit margin, it annihilated it, and then some. Betty's late payment clogged your cash flow. And when cash flow stops, it tends to cause leaks. These leaks cost money. When Betty didn't pay you, you didn't just lose your profits, it actually cost you money. You had to dip into your own funds to cover the expense and keep your business afloat. The scary thing is, you still owe nearly the whole $500 for the feed you charged on your credit card. Next month, you're going to need to buy feed again, and once again, you may be relying on Betty to pay her board bill so that you can pay your credit card bill. The moral of this story: when you're in a high overhead, low profit margin business like the horse business, poor cash flow can actually cost you money out of pocket. Over time, this can cause your business to fail. Don't take for granted that your favorite customer is a good customer. A good customer is one that's good for your business. Take steps to make all your customers as good for your business as they can be. It's up to you. Know what late payments cost your business. Make every effort to get paid on time. Send your bills early. Follow up on late payers quickly, and be sure your horse business has its own late payment fee in place. Late payments aren't the only place where cash flow affects your business. If you think cash flow might be the culprit in your horse business, we encourage you to watch the video replay of Smart Financial Planning Strategies for Horse Professionals, Part 1, Recession Recovery and Horse Business Stabilization. The speaker, Pam Saul, delivers some incredible tips and strategies for improving your cash flow. We also have loads of tools on the Equestrian Professional site to help you make your horse business a financial success. Thanks for watching. See you next week.